next story is very interesting. So, if you're going to be hanging around for the rest of the evening, I would strongly recommend you to shake hands with the person I'm going to be inviting on stage next. Because the first time I shook hands with this lady, I knew for a fact this lady is strong. Very strong. Correction. Very, very strong. People who know the fact who I am referring to. If you don't know, I had the honor of introducing to all of you my friend Purna Malavath, the youngest lady to scale the Mount Everest. And she has scaled all the peaks in all the continents. And today when we talk to her, she's in her early 20s. Don't forget what I'm saying. Later in the evening, whenever you get a chance, do shake hands with her. And that will convey the story of the kind of strength this lady holds behind what she has achieved. So, presenting in front of everybody at Sangath 2025, my dear friend, Purna Malavath.
Thank you so much, Anna. I know him from last 1 year. Thank you so much, Thai Nizamabad, for having me here. I can see all leaders, great leaders, founders, chairmen, directors, and business persons. And I'm very young than you all, but my journey have taught me many things. I've experienced, I've gone through different difficulties, challenges last 1 decade. So let me start with my background, from my parents. I'm from, first of all, ఈ నిజామాబాద్ గడ్డ మీద పుట్టినందుకు నిజంగా గర్వపడుతున్నా. I am from local. My village is Pakala, Sirikonda Mandal. So it's 60 kilometers from here. My parents are farmers. I did my schooling in my village up to 5th grade. And then I wrote an exam for government residential schools admission. And luckily I got an admission in Tadvai, close to Kamareddy. So I was in a hostel, and from my childhood, I saw my parents, and they are my big inspiration. I can say, they are my big inspiration. I have learned how to face the challenges, and I have seen them very closely, how much they worked hard to, to get a meal once in a day, at least once in a day. Generally, we take 3 times, 4 times, or 2 times, but they struggled, they worked very hard to get a meal once, at least once a day. And I saw my father, he used to go every day to learn electrician on a bicycle to another village, because there is no transportation facilities and hospitality, any kind of facilities in my village when I was young, I think 4, 5 years, 6 years old. So he used to go to learn electrician to, he's a farmer, even though he wanted to work more to earn and to give a better life to me and my brother. So he was struggling a lot, and I was very active from my young, I think like my father only. And my mother used to go for labor work, farming field work. And I saw them very, in a very bad situations, very struggling phase. So then, even though after getting an admission in a residential school, I was not understanding anything. The life is just going like that. And slowly I have started participating in every activity, and especially in sports. I was very active in every sport. So in 9th class, I was in 9th class, and my mountaineering journey was started in 2013. So there, that time I got an opportunity of rock climbing. not Mount Everest, rock climbing. It's only rock climbing. And luckily I got selected from my school because I was very active. My teachers, they selected me and sent me to Bongir. There we have a huge 650 feet rock, and I was just 13-year-old. And instructors told me I wanted to share this experience, my first experience, and I have learned one thing from that experience. It was a 5 days course, 5 days complete rock climbing course, and they teach us about rock climbing as well as about mountaineering and treks as well. So a very first day, instructors told us, you have to climb this rock. And I was in a shock. There was so many questions were running in my mind. Are inta pedda konda etla ekkutaru ani. Like, see, a 13-year-old girl, how she can climb that a huge rock, and many things are running. Literally, my entire body was shivering, and I was thinking a lot. And even though instructors are explaining how to climb, what kind of techniques you need to use and how you have to climb, they're explaining everything, they're giving tips us, but still it was scary to start. It was scary to start my first step. But slowly then I thought, and I was thinking of my village, friends, school. That is the very first time I have stepped out of my town, my district. Especially, it's a great opportunity, and I felt it like, a lucky. I felt like I'm a lucky person to have this opportunity. At least I should give a try. At least I should give a try. It doesn't matter what will happen. We'll see later. But let me give a try. And I've slowly started doing balancing. That was our first activity, balancing. And that balancing will teach us how to balance our body on the rock without any support. No rope, no instructors. They'll give only instructions to how to balance your body on the rock, on the slope. So without any support, we went up to 100 meters or 200 meters. And then, see, going up is a bit easier, but when you come down is more difficult. Even mountains, even if you look, if you observe during climbing the steps at your home, when you come down is more difficult. So I went up to 200 meters and I looked back. It was scary. It was like a slope like la untundi. Then when you reach that certain point, and then you have to come back, and the position we have to be, like a chair lo kuchunna position lo, we have our upper body has to be back, our knees has to bend, and complete foot should be on the rock. So you need to walk slowly, and complete 100% concentration should be on your footsteps. It's not like, body present, mind absent. Your body has to be present and mind also has to be present. And then you can make it possible. That is what mountaineering. So then slowly I've started coming down, and suddenly one of my friend fell down. And one of our instructor tried to control her, but he couldn't. And 4 stitches paddai ammaiki head lo. Then after that also she said, I wanted to, that is our first day training, and doctors and instructors suggested her to take rest, go back home and take rest. But she said she also came from a small town, humble background, and she is also like waiting to do something in her life like me. And she said, no, I don't want to go back. If it is very difficult for me, I'll go. I'm fine now, I'll continue the training. And she continued, and we finished 5 days training. We have learned rock climbing, grappling, bouldering, complete what is rock climbing, how to do rock climbing. We have learned everything. We got to know about mountaineering. We have watched Mount Everest videos, photos of my coach, Mr. Shekhar Babu. who climbed Everest in 2007. He is the first South Indian who climbed Mount Everest. So then after that 5 days course, I have learned one thing. And I have realized this Purna became like, I can do anything in the world. I became a very confident person. I can do anything in the world. And that has given me so much confidence, courage, like, ఏదైనా చేసేయచ్చు. And that 5 days course taught me, when you start something new, first time or new, fear will be there within. But once you experience, it will go away. Once you start doing, once you start learning, once you experience, it will go away. That's what I have realized. And then from there, they sent us back to school. Then I realized, like, I was waiting for next call. If I get selected, I'll go for the next training. And then luckily I got a call. I got selected for a mountaineering course, basic mountaineering course. We have done winter expedition. There was a very big process to select for Mount Everest expedition. Finally, out of thousands of students, I got selected for Mount Everest expedition from our schools. Then we have learned everything, how to balance, how to physically and mentally we have to be present, and we have to be focused. We have trained for 8 months, and then we went to climb Mount Everest. Imagine a girl climbing Mount Everest, a world's highest peak, at just 13 years and 10 months, 11 months, 2 months. Generally we need 60 days to climb Mount Everest. It depends on weather conditions. It will take like 40, 45 days, 50 days, depends on weather conditions. So it was scary. Training part is completely different, but climbing Mount Everest is a life and death matter. I have gone through many challenges, difficulties. It was a 52 days of expedition, and we had bad weather. We stuck for 15 days in a base camp. We were waiting for clear weather, and we got only 1 day clear window on May 25th, 2014. And I think we are lucky. After that 2-3 years, weather was completely bad. No expeditions, nothing happened in a season to climb Mount Everest. So, but the most happiest part for me is standing on the top of the world, holding a national flag. అది అసలు నా జీవితంలో మర్చిపోలేనండి. అన్ఫర్గెటబుల్ లైఫ్ టైమ్ హ్యాపీ మూమెంట్ ఫర్ మీ. ఇప్పటికీ నేను చెప్తుంటే నాకు కళ్ళల్లో హ్యాపీ టియర్స్ అంటారు. I feel that holding national flag is always ఏమంటారు, గూస్ బాంబ్స్ వస్తాయి. సో అంత -50 degreesలో కూడా హ్యాపీ టియర్స్ వచ్చాయి నాకు పైన. I was tired, and I was remembering my coach words. He used to tell me that in the mentorship gurinchi, he is a great mentor, and for me, my coach, I was remembering his words. He used to tell me, Purna, going up is only halfway. You must have to come down. Appude 100% successful summit అయినట్టు అని చెప్పేసి అంటుంటారు. సో ఐ వాజ్ రిమెంబరింగ్ అండ్ జస్ట్ ఫోకసింగ్. అంటే జనరలీ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది యాక్సిడెంట్స్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్ వెన్ యూ కమ్ డౌన్ because of happiness, excitement, and other thing is tiredness. So most of the accidents we have crashed. I have seen 6 dead bodies during my expedition. 6 dead bodies. So there are more than 200 dead bodies on the Mount Everest. That's every year many people used to die. So after that I focused on my education. I have completed MA Political Science from Usmania University so far. And then I also decided to climb all continents' highest mountains after Mount Everest expedition. Then I focused and have completed all continent highest mountains and became the youngest Asian to complete all 7 continents and few other Indian mountains also. But this is a really great learning platform for me to start something new in my life. As part of that, I mean, after doing all these expeditions I've learned, and whatever I have learned being a student, I wanted to give back. I think pay forward lantidi ankondi to the coming young generation. We have started a brand called TARC, Transcend Academy of Rock Climbing, and we started training especially school students life skills through adventure activities. So far we have trained more than like 30,000 plus students, except this employees, other general families kakunda, only students, more than 30,000 students we have trained. So this is what we are doing now. And one more thing, very soon, next month, February 8th, I'm going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, and this is my 3rd time from a different route. So, me blessings eppadiki undali. Thank you so much, TIE Nizamabad, for having me here. Nizamabad lo, I mean, చాలా హ్యాపీగా అనిపిస్తుంటుంది. అప్పుడప్పుడు వస్తుంటాను నేను, నాట్ రెగ్యులర్లీ, బట్ మళ్ళీ చెప్పాలనిపిస్తుంది. నిజామాబాద్ గడ్డలో పుట్టినందుకు చాలా గర్వంగా ఉంది. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.